And now, it's time for Socially Awkward Media with Levac and Goss. Awkward on 104.5 The Team.
Socially Awkward Media. You can always be a part of the show on our social media platforms. Facebook.com/1045 The Team. At 1045 The Team on Twitter. Levac is off, but I'm sure he'd love to read your tweets on vacation. Make it Boston Red Sox theme. He'd love to not tweet back at you. At the Jeff Levac. At Mariano_Closer is Closers who's filling in for Levac this week. And at Tom Goz. TOMGOZZ. Two late, quick entries to Socially Awkward Media. I know we had Scott and Cahoes we couldn't get to. Scott just wrote in, Goz is crazy. Jamal and Corey. Corey, you know, you're going to make history today, Corey. Corey, you're the first person ever to make Socially Awkward Media twice because I didn't realize you were already on it earlier. Jamal and Corey both, word for word, hot dog eating is not a sport.
Boom. Roasted. Done. Not a sport.
I completely disagree, but we'll start with this. Robert wrote this in. Robert talking about LeBron James. It's an absolute impossible move to succeed with, signing with the Los Angeles Lakers. The only way LeBron can differentiate himself from other Lakers is if the Lakers this season, go undefeated, both regular season and playoffs. It's a real post we had on our Facebook page. I think you disagree with Robert?
A little bit. So for a guy that can go to a franchise that has seen guys like Kareem and Shaq and Kobe do what they have done and Magic, you're telling me that the best player in basketball right now cannot make his own name for himself in Los Angeles and needs to go undefeated both the regular season and playoffs? If he brings 2 championships there, what's the difference between him and Shaq? He's only been there 4 years. If he wins half the time, he's just as good as Kobe is.
No, I mean, I'm not ready to go that far.
Come on.
Kobe won 5 championships with the Lakers. He was always a Laker. Shaq won multiple championships. If you want to tell me that his career could be more like if Karl Malone was in probably 4 years before Malone signed, because that's what Malone is. And what I mean by that is that Malone was a longtime Jazz player. He had a Hall of Fame career. He's one of the all-time, I think, second all-time in points scored. But the Lakers aren't going to retire Karl Malone's number. They're not going to retire Gary Payton's number. Great players played for the Lakers, not good enough to be an all-time great Laker. That's probably going to be the same for LeBron. He'll spend 4 years, maybe 6 years there, not get his number retired, but he'll be a great NBA player. So he's not, no one. Do people think he's going to try to? You think he's going to try to compete against Kobe and Kareem and them?
Guys, they might already have a statue getting ready to be put in front of Staples Center. I think that's what they're going to do with LeBron. Yes.
Wow.
Oh yeah. What he's going to bring to LA, especially if they get Kawhi in over the next 2 summers with all the free agents that are going to be out there, just be ready because the Lakers are coming, and he might be one of the all-time great Lakers by the time his time is done in LA.
Jason wrote this in. Jason wrote, anybody heard of the Golden State Warriors? LOL. Just throwing it out there. Jason's got a solid point.
I mean, they're pretty good, and they just added Boogie Cousins. So I would agree that they're pretty good. And I know a lot of people are going crazy in the Lakers just like I am, but I'm not ready to say right now LeBron's going to do it.
Jonathan, I think, misspelled LeBron on our Facebook page. Jonathan wrote in, Flipron is the teammate killer. Flipron. Kawhi will turn this into a nobody if he plays with the Lakers with that Flipron.
What is Flipron? What is that?
Flopron.
Oh.
Flipron. Yeah.
Is LeBron the only guy that flops in the NBA?
And according to Jonathan, it might be.
That's okay.
Also,
it's fine.
Our question on our Facebook page, by the way, to that article was, can LeBron James succeed with the Lakers? Let us know below. Joseph did one of my favorite responses for one of these articles. Joseph wrote underneath, no.
And that's it. And that's it. Hey, straight to the point. Joseph getting straight to the point. Nothing else necessary, but just the response of no.
Doesn't it take more of your time to do it? Like, we know you're not reading the article if you're doing that. Dana wrote this in. You know, the news is that
you're just so mad that there wasn't this long, intricate answer on one of your Facebook posts.
All of them are except Joseph's, and it stood out. And he made Socially Awkward Media for it, so I guess he's the winner. Gleyber Torres heads to the DL. How much will it affect the Yankees? Dana wrote in, probably not. They were doing just fine before he came up, right? They have some depth to fill in for now. They were a 500 team when Gleyber was in the minors. They were 8-8. Now, someone's going to look at that and say that's about 10% of the season. That's not really a big enough sample size, but there's no argument. They're a far better team statistically. Everything's shown that with Glaber on the roster. They're not on the roster, but you pointed this out earlier in the show. That may not matter as Glaber's out because the competition gets nice and soft for the Yankees.
Yeah, really easy schedule. So for the injury, and hopefully, as Aaron Boone has said, he's not really worried about a 10-day DL for Torres. Maybe he'll come back and be ready after the All-Star break.
Jack Lamson, got to give him a shout-out.
Oh, yeah?
Jack Lamson wrote this in. By the way, shout out to Julie Dunn. I don't know if that's her name anymore. She might have switched her last name. Julie Dunn got married the same weekend I did. Shout out to her on CBS.
Oh, wow. You get a lot of help of people getting married. A lot of the local
She's out in like the Greek islands right now. Jack wrote this into the show, CBS 6 Zone, if you're up in the morning. Jack wrote in, first thing LeBron has ever done that I like. As a Celtics fan, he went to the one team that could make me hate him even more. Hashtag beat LA.
Oh, man. Celtics and LA rivalry rekindled with Kyrie being in Boston and, of course, LeBron going to the Lakers. I like that, though. Firing up the rivalries all over again.
Jack and I talk a lot on Twitter. He tweets in. I tweeted him once in a while. We've never met in person. I don't think we ever will because this schedule is ridiculous. Dude's up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. We will probably never cross paths.
I know you're up playing Fortnite or watching whatever reality TV show that you and the wife did. Yeah, watching live feeds of Big Brother at 3 a.m. There you go.
Will wrote this in. This was our discussion earlier in the week. He tweeted this into the show about our discussion about some of the best ways that games can end besides overtime periods. Will wrote this in. The best overtime is in hockey. Nothing's even close to hockey's overtime. Penalty kicks deciding championships is why soccer will never be popular in the U.S. It's a joke.
Oh, come on. What is more exciting than penalty kicks, guys?
A lot of things. You know, I'm anti-penalty kick.
You're out of your mind. That is so exciting to watch all the pressure on each penalty kick to make sure that you score, as opposed to, listen, I understand hockey, the playoffs, how fast-paced it is. Now they went to 3-on-3 overtimes. I understand that. But again, in the playoffs, what do they go to if no one scores in overtime, guys?
They go to penalty shots?
They go to a shootout. Oh, it's weird. It's the same thing. The same thing.
You know what I say in football, though? If they try to do penalty kicks in football, that would be a field goal kicking competition.
And you're just mad because your team would lose.
Our kickers stink for the Bucs.
Listen, you guys are great.
Stink.
You can go into next year's draft. You got a first-round pick waiting on a kicker. It's great.
They've done that before.
I know. You were there.
You know what? I want to bring up the overtime that Jason Fitz and Mike Golick Jr. suggested on the 4th of July. NBA past double overtime, one-on-one competition, best to 11. LeBron versus somebody, big guy versus. That would be fun. It will never happen, but it'd be really fun to watch that.
No, I definitely agree. Because imagine Eastern Conference Finals, one-on-one, LeBron and Kyrie if they're in the Eastern Conference.
It'd be great.
Could you imagine that? That'd be awesome.
Corey, congrats, Corey. You didn't win Socially Awkward Media if it's even a competition, but you're the first person I can ever remember being on it twice because I forgot you tweeted in and you're already on it. Never mind. Corey, you wrote this in. Guys, I agree on the FIFA video game take on soccer. Our take was that soccer became more popular for male audience members between the ages of 18 and 34, like the television ratings reflect, because of how popular the FIFA video games were. And Corey wrote, and guys, I'm not even a soccer fan, but I love that video game. My friend and I play every once in a while, but it's also difficult. Ha ha.
Is it? No. See, why is it ha ha? Like, it can be ha ha. Like a little bit of, happiness. Guys.
No, that's Corey's ha ha, and he knows that.
Oh, okay. Well, still, FIFA's a pretty tough game. Play it every now and then. Not very good at it.
I like being the really small countries in FIFA and trying to be the Cinderella story to pull it off. Because, you win a game 1-0, you can take a country deep. Now all the countries I'm thinking of are all, not in good political standing with America, so I don't even want to mention it. It was a lot different.
Like a Uruguay to beating Brazil or something? No?
No.
Mexico, who can't win in the knockout round? Just be the United States. We're struggling right now. It's an underdog story. Go with that.
It kind of is. I got two more for you here on Socially Awkward Media. At Mariano_closer, at Tom Goss, TOMGUZZE, and at 1045 The Team on Twitter, Facebook.com/1045 The Team. The last two. A real tweet we got. I woke up July 4th with this tweet from 24ahead.com. 24ahead.com wrote this to me. Millions of kids die each year from malnutrition. Eating contests are immoral. You should be ashamed.
You're just upset. You're upset that people aren't loving the Nathan's hot dog eating competition like you do. It's understandable.
I think the tweet's a little excessive at 6 a.m. in the morning yesterday.
Is that because you were so excited to get in and talk to Joey Chestnut that you know?
I just quote tweeted it and wrote, "Good morning, Twitter."
Nice.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Nice.
We rounded out with a constant tweeter into the show, and we appreciate him listening. He wins this week's Socially Awkward Media. It's one of our former guests, a Death Wish Coffee member of the league who won it this year, Dan Snyder, or more popularly known as Twitter is Dan Tony Sports. Dan Tony wins Socially Awkward Media. He tweeted in, "If eating contests are wrong, guys, I don't want to be right."
Nice. Love that. Love that. How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in 10 minutes?
Funny you mentioned that, Closer, because I was asked that same question on the Upstate Sports Edge by Brittany Devane Tuesday, where she presented. Have you seen her gift she got me, by the way?
No.
Ooh, that's a nice tease right there.
Oh, no.
1045theteam.com. I posted it. Brittany Devane on air on Tuesday on the Upstate Sports Edge surprised me on the air with gifts for me and my wife.
Oh, that's nice.
They're very fitting gifts, for some people would say. It's online right now. Check out the picture, 1045theteam.com. Tell me what you think about Brittany's gifts. But I've competed in 2 hot dog eating contests before.
Oh, have you?
I really have. I competed in one in 2012, and I competed in one in 2014. Now, we were working on a budget to salve guys back home. And on the budget, basically the budget was this. There's about 6 to 8. Yeah, about 6 to 8 guys competed. The budget was you had 6 hot dogs, and whoever could eat 6 the most won. So I could eat about, I would say I could eat about 6 to 8 in 10 minutes.
Really?
Which doesn't, I don't know if that sounds that impressive, really.
No, I mean, think about it for the fact that you have 10 minutes to knock those, and that doesn't sound
I'm not a
impressive.
speed eater, though.
No?
I couldn't eat fast. I heard Chris talking this morning that he thinks he could down a whole pie. He could eat a whole pizza. How about you? Could you, give me a number here. You're the betting guy.
Hot
4.5
dogs?
for you.
Oh, over in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, man. 6 to 8, there's no doubt. I'd give myself 8.5. 8.5.
All right.
Trust me, man. I can pack in those hot dogs, man, especially 4th of July. You believe yesterday I didn't eat 1 hot dog?
I had 2 hot dogs yesterday. And not only did I eat hot dogs yesterday, I ate it from a gas station.
Oh, my God.
I know, right? I'm like I'm anti-gas station food. There are people who swear by gas station pizza. They believe it's the greatest thing ever. There are people who will buy and eat from gas stations constantly.
Right.
I was very, very skeptical when the wife brought me gas station hot dogs yesterday. They were phenomenal.
So wait a second.
Awesome.
Hold on. So you didn't just go home and grill hot dogs? You couldn't.
I was here at the station supporting 104.5 Team. I was hosting Big Board Sports.
There's a grill right outside.
And I'm going to grill by myself and lock myself out. I'm here producing the Yankee game. I was holding down the fort yesterday.
All right. So she nice enough to bring you gas station hot dogs. And that's how you celebrated 4th of July while being here at 104.5 The Team.
Yeah, they were good. Don't
imagine.
knock it until you tried, man.
Mustard or ketchup?
I went spicy mustard on one and honey mustard on the other.
Oh, 2 different mustards.
Double
okay.
mustards, yeah.
Wow.
I'll go back and
honey mustard on a hot dog?
Oh, real good. Spicy brown mustard.
Oh, no,
Spicy
I get
brown,
that.
yeah.
That's fine. That or the regular yellow mustard, but honey mustard? Oh,
It's good, man. It's very good stuff.
Oh, my God. Chicken tenders, maybe.
We had a lot of tweets about Gleyber Torres' injuries. What does it mean for the New York Yankees? You can let us know. Social media is open to you. Closer and I will talk about it next here on Levack and Goss on 104.5 The Team.